What is up? This is going to be Ginger Daily number 7. Welcome, everybody. Today, we're doing even more subscriber analysis. We have Fox versus Falco analysis. We're going to be analyzing from the Fox perspective today. And this is a matchup I feel like I probably know the most about. In terms of like which matchups I know the most about. I think that Fox is probably my most experienced matchup. I played with KJH as my main practice partner for probably the last 3 or 4 years. We used to play essentially every day. So yeah, it's a matchup I've dedicated a lot of thought to. I've beaten essentially every single top 100 Fox that I've played. And I'm excited to analyze this because I think I know a lot of things that Foxes should be doing in this matchup to make it difficult for Falco. And I don't think it doesn't say the tags on here because I think this is just like a recording setup. But I've been told I think this is Jesse, the Falco player, FMB5K for those of you who know him. He's a very good Falco player. And the Fox player is Drew NG. This is the subscriber that I'm going to be analyzing for. I think his actual tag is also Drew NG. I guess I could be wrong. I'm probably just going to refer to him as Drew, though. So I'm excited to get into this one. Cool matchup. Just a little statement. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Sorry, I closed it, and I don't know why. Okay, so Drew says, this is queued up to Game 3 of the set versus FMB5K. We split games on FD to start the set, and then I counterpick him to Pokemon. And he says, I have a good record versus Lint and Warmer on Pokemon Stadium, but it didn't work out here. So we're going to see why. And I'm interested because he brought up the stage. I actually think this is a really good stage for Falco for a number of reasons. If you guys are curious for more information on why I think this is so good for Falco against Fox, I have a YouTube video that maybe we can link in the description, or maybe you could just go back and find. I'm not exactly sure what my editor's going to do here, that actually explains all of the pros and cons for Falco against Fox and goes through this stage pretty extensively. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend counterpicking this stage regardless, but I can see how your prior experience against different Falcos would kind of lead you to believe that this is the stage that you should be counterpicking. But what I think is going to be kind of interesting is I want to try and find ways that the stage kind of played into the matchup and see how that affected things on top of just everything else that we're going to be talking about. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so you start side platform, you're both very far away from each other. I don't mind you closing the distance. I think that's a very good idea. Taking control of the ground. He didn't shoot a laser, so continuing to move forward and put some pressure on him in the corner is actually really solid. We don't have to talk about that too much. So first thing I notice already is that you're slow on your first take laser option. Slow, you turn around, and you probably turn for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 6 or 7 frames. I don't think this is 60 FPS, or at least it doesn't look like it. Yeah, this is not 60 FPS. So you turn for probably 6 to 8 frames here without doing anything. If this was a turnaround up tilt, you actually could have potentially caught this approaching laser. I know it doesn't seem like it, but Falco actually extends his foot forward when he's shooting a short hop laser. God, it's kind of hard to tell with this video quality too. And he ends up landing very close to you. So if you trade with that, if you get hit by the laser and you actually trade with this up tilt, you could potentially get like a good scramble situation, a couple good things that you could really do. But let's see. So that's just the first thing that I noticed. You do take laser shine here, and that's a little cheesy, but I mean, honestly, in this kind of scramble where he's kind of like almost directly on top of you, I think that shining or shielding or spot dodging here are like the only like 3 fast things that you have to do. But that's okay. Okay, let's just I'm trying to look at all of the laser opportunities here. So you power shield this laser. A nice back air out of shield would have been really good with like a fade in then fade out, but that's okay. I just like to see something happen off of power shielded lasers because I think it's really important. So if you actually look at this, as soon as you power shield, you don't actually take any shield stun. This is like kind of a small game mechanic thing, not necessarily something that you specifically, Drew, have to like put into your game, but I think it's very useful. If you know you're going to get the power shield, and if you're timing your shield correctly, like based on the laser timing, blah, 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 so you know it's coming, you actually don't experience any shield hit stun or shield hit lag at all. You can just move frame 1. So that means when Falco is taking this this laser right here, it does, I believe, 11 or 12 frames of stun, depending on how stale it is. So you're actually, in this situation right here, because the laser hits him after 1 frame of the power shield, you're like plus 12 here. So you could actually short hop back air at a shield immediately after pressing R, and this would actually just true combo. which is insane. A lot of people don't take advantage of the frame advantage they get from winning power shield interactions. This is kind of a tricky one because you kind of landed immediate shield. He's like kind of close to you. So I can see why it's kind of difficult, but you should be able to react in some of those spots too. And maybe it'll come up a little bit later as well. But that's okay. You roll to disengage and then just run straight back in. I would have preferred to see you kind of bait the Falco here. You're the one in the corner, and I could see why you want to like run and contest in center stage. But if you're gonna like contest here, it has to be like a big time contention, right? You need to walk up and like up smash, or you need to run up shield, shine out a shield, push him to the corner or something, right? Just running over here, noticing, and you should have been able to react that he was in the air as well, is kind of it didn't seem like this. You had a game plan prepared for this situation, and then that's just unfortunate. But we'll take a look at that as well. Yeah, so holding out against Falco is generally a really good way to minimize damage, just as like a general rule. So you hold out here, and then you hold in on the Nair. But there's nothing really here that's going to kill you. Most of the time, if you want to avoid taking big damage from Falco, you need to continue to hold out, essentially until you're off stage, or if you, on other stages, are able to like get to the top platform, and then drift to the ledge. Those are kind of the things that you want to do. So it's unfortunate that like your DI was exactly wrong here. And honestly, Jesse actually comboed extremely well off of this situation. Yeah, so that's unfortunate. You could have also DI'd the Shine Dare out as well. And if you DI'd out immediately as the Shine was coming full out, you actually wouldn't have gotten hit by this anyway. But this all kind of starts because you run into center stage. So I'm wondering if this is like maybe a bigger problem because your entire stock is gone because of it, right? So it's a little tricky. But yeah, run up shield, just think for a second, run up shield against Falco in the air is incredibly effective. He has to like late laser you or like late aerial you, but all of those things leave him very exposed on the descent. So you have to think, like if you run up shield here, there's not a ton of risk unless they hard outplay you. And the way that I really like to play the game is force the other person to have to hard outplay you. If you have a good position, they've like given up the ground and they're in the air. It's like, okay, well, run up shield beats like 90% of things, right? And if you're beating 90% of things, you're winning in my book. So if you kind of run in without a game plan, which this kind of looked like, then this kind of stuff can happen to you. So we talked about the DI on the combo. It's okay. Great read, a great up air as well. Afterwards as the follow-up. It's well timed. The up smash here, I think, was debatable. I think you could have short hop up aired again with a fast fall to the ground and then full hop double jump aerial. I'm pretty sure that's what Leffen would have done, and if not, he would have done a short hop or run off nair right here, but I'm pretty sure he's at too high percent for that to directly combo, but it would lead to a knockdown. So short hop nair off here into reaction tech chase could actually be really, really good. The up smash, not bad. I'm just trying to think of ways to maximize this punish, right? Because you need to catch up on the openings per kill. Because right now you're behind, because you got one opening and killed you. You got one opening and you got 60 damage, right? Which is not bad, but you got to catch up if you want to win. Okay. So I don't necessarily love this. I think that you can play the ground game a lot better than this, and also play the side platform game a lot better than this. Almost never do you want to be full hopping, and especially double jumping off of the side platform. You're already very telegraphed coming off the side platform, even if you're short hopping. So if you full hop, it just makes things incredibly obvious, and they should just be able to wait for you. Jesse runs in very poorly here. But just like know that playing the side platform situation doesn't have to be like, oh god, he's lasering, I gotta like really get over there. That's not necessarily how it functions. I think that short hopping off and forcing a mix up or run off, then take the laser, dash back, take the laser, dash forward is really good. I don't know if you've seen Clinty's video, if you're subscribed to Clinty's Patreon. I'm pretty sure it's like $1 to get access to this video. I'm not certain about that. And maybe again we can include a link or something. But he talks about all of the different take laser options that Fox should be doing against Falco. And it's really complex, but also like really, really good for Fox if you understand all of it. So I think that it looks to me as if you're afraid of the ground here because he's laying out lasers for you to like jump into, but I think you can force a lot better of a mix up here. Okay, full hopping on top of him, a little bit unfortunate. Your aerial timings, especially on this back air, could have been a lot better. I would have loved to see this be a later back air into like a shine turnaround grab or like a double shine wave dash forward towards center or something, because this is a very good opportunity for you, and you like had already won the scramble with the full hop aerial before that. And it seems like you are only willing to full hop aerial on the ground, as far as I've seen so far. That was 4 in a row. Keep in mind, just really quick, that you don't have to shield after... Look, don't limit yourself. This is very, very, very important. You shield, potentially trying to power shield, but look, when you miss the power shield like this, and also you don't have any momentum going with this power shield, he's too far away to take advantage of the frame advantage that you get from it, then like this shield right here doesn't accomplish that much. Actually taking the laser and having the ability to dash afterwards is probably going to be a lot more effective. You take, I think... oh wait, no, that's if you crouch. If you crouch on the laser, you take the same amount of stun as if you had shielded it, I'm pretty sure. So the only difference is that one of them, you take like 3 or 2%, and you have access to all of your dash options and like full momentum dash forward short hop, or full momentum dash forward full hop, or whatever you want to do. And the other one, you're limited to shield, and if you want to move quickly out of shield, you have to wave dash out of shield, or just full hop and drift forward, which has like a limited range, right? So potentially just take the laser here. I think the distance was really good for you. The full hop nair happens to work out. I don't mind take laser, full hop nair out of shield, or shield laser and then full hop out of shield. I think it's fine, but it was kind of weird because he was dash dancing around you anyway, so it looked like he was almost looking for this sort of thing, but just didn't space himself correctly. But just see how the situation could have gone wrong, right? Let's say he dash back lasers this, laser grab, up throw, shine back air, you're at 50 in the corner, right? Like that's a very, very reasonable thing to think that was going to happen here, right? A reasonable thing to think, yeah. So just be careful. Think about the take laser options as much as possible, playing the ground game a little bit more solidly. You don't always have to shield when you see a laser. Okay, we're seeing exclusively full hops. And trust me, okay, I know that full hopping with Fox is very good. And I know that it can seem scary to short hop at Falco because he has big moves. And I know that people like IBDW literally make it to be top 10 players in the world, full hopping a lot, but you do have to mix in the short hop aerials, the run-up shields, the run-up shines. Those are very, very important mix-ups to the full hops that make the full hop even more effective. This is something that I love to talk about. As you add mix-ups to your game, the other mix-ups that used to be habits of yours become stronger and stronger because people have to spend like actual mental energy thinking, is he going to short hop at me or is he going to full hop at me? At this point in the match, I literally would just stand still and I would just start up tilting you. And we're only one stock in, and I know your entire game plan. You want to like get close to him on the ground and full hop either defensively or full hop across the stage at him. And it's like, okay, well, you're only full hopping. Even when you were on the side platform, you were full hopping. So this is not like a criticism. This isn't me saying like, oh God, Foxes are so dumb. They just full hop all the time. This is so stupid. Like no, I'm telling you, it is more effective to mix in all of the other options. And it's very important to do that. So just consider that, because another full hop and then a double jump. The full hop double jump as a mix up is like decent, but he should still just be waiting for your descent here and should be able to react to that as well. So just be careful. You also full hop in the corner with the nair, which is an execution test, but I actually don't mind it. He hasn't like necessarily proven that that was going to be a bad thing. He could have spot dodged right there, which is the only mix up you really had to worry about after the side B, but it was a pretty bad side B. And good recognition on the DI here with the up throw and a really good up smash. So good job cleaning up the stock. And like your full hops have worked out a decent amount at pushing him to the corner, and then you've taken advantage of some of the panic options that he's done, which I can appreciate. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? On the ground again, in shield again. I don't mind it. I think that going to side platform against Falco could be really, really good to avoid invincibility, or going to the ledge I think could be really, really good too. And this right here seemed like you were either trying to read him doing like a high aerial on your shield or something, or you just hesitated. When he jumped, you kept holding shield and then rolled. And this isn't the first time that you've actually just rolled out of shield, when it would have been more effective and more quick to do a wave dash out of shield. So keep that in mind. Try to practice wave dashing out of shield as often as possible to help you reposition. Okay, a power shield on the ground. Not bad, but then you run up shield again. It seems like you have two modes. It's like you're either on the ground shielding or you're in the air full hopping. There needs to be a little bit more nuance to it, right? But that's okay. Yep, another full hop even on the side platform. He waits for you. Kind of a miracle grab here, honestly. Yeah, he just jumps at you with nothing, which isn't really going to happen terribly often. Just, like, look at this for a second. You land on the ground. Consider, like, you didn't have to just shield here. This is another situation where you take laser shield, where you could have just like take laser dash back with punish the aerial or something, right? And again, if he wanted to read the dash back in that situation specifically after he jumps off the side platform, he needs to do a full go in short hop laser, which loses to a lot of things too. But he would have to hard read you for essentially no punish. He gets a laser not on top of you that isn't going to combo, and you're at a low enough percent to where, like, even if it did like combo to forward tilt, you're not dead. So you have to think like, how can I make him play in ways that even if he somehow directly outplays me, it's not gonna like turn into that much. Now imagine if you put up your shield here, he did, you know, approaching laser or approaching aerial or tomahawk shine or a bunch of things. It's like you could have done, like he could have beaten this out in a million different ways. Keep in mind, repositioning is very good, staying mobile is very good. This is something that Kirby Kaze talked a lot about. And I know that he played Sheik, but he would say that, like, if I'm stuck in my shield, I'm losing. I want to stay mobile at all times. Repositioning a lot of times is more effective than shielding. I do think that shielding has a place in this matchup, but not necessarily in all of the spots that you're doing it. Another poorly timed full hop back air allows him to shine out a shield. That's something that we talked about already. Pay attention to your aerial timings. That's going to be pretty important too. You probably also could have drifted this back air a little bit better than you did. That's okay. And also, you didn't have to full hop out of shield here, right? Because this is like the 15th full hop in a row or something. Wave dash out of shield, then dash dance, and then he throws out a short hop aerial out of shield or something. You whiff punish up smash. Like, repositioning is so important, and Fox has so much speed. What you need to... Okay, if we think of the pros and cons of Falco, right? The things that you have over Falco is your speed and an ability. I would call it like agility. You can like change direction, and you can utilize like full dash into like, okay, you're really far away, now you're really close to him all of a sudden because you're dashing in again, right? You can close space and create space very, very quickly. But when you're limiting yourself with your shield like this, Falco has a chance to get close and play a mix-up with you. And that's kind of the situation that you want to avoid. Unfortunately, bad up B, but that's okay. Unfortunately, bad side B as well. So recovery could have been better. That's just something that we can focus on, right? This side B super early. If you want a very good recovery that you should just generally do against Falco, sweet spot side B. Goes under down smash, goes under down angled forward tilt. It's just very good to do, and you had a great opportunity to do it there. Unfortunate, we're on the rock transformation. I actually just hope that you guys wait this out so I have the ability. That is a good back air covering him jumping over you. Okay. Yep, nice full hop over him as well. I would go a little bit closer in the corner here. Okay, full hop back air, kind of execution testing at the corner, but you were spaced really well and we're probably outside of the range of his ledge dash regardless. Unfortunately, not the best edge guard here. Let's see, we can talk about this for a second. Yeah, he was far enough out. So people talk about how Falco's side B is hard to react to, which is true, but, right, it started here, and this isn't 60 FPS, so I'm not going to be able to like go frame by frame and show you all the points and everything. But, so it's hard to react to if you're trying to like, if he was right here, and then he side beat, right? Because it would have happened so quickly, and he would have passed by you so fast. But there's actually, you know, he spent all those frames reaching this point right here. So the farther away he is, the more frames you have to react, because you have to think of distance and travel time in amount of frames, right? So he gives you probably like an extra 4 or 5 frames after the side B happens here to react to him, and you probably could have just back aired if you were prepared. And since you grabbed the ledge, I think that you probably should have been prepared to do that. Yep. Definitely a mix-up. Shine full hop nair. Full hop nair directly on top of Falco is really good. I don't know necessarily why he tried to shield grab you right there, but you definitely hard punished it. Definitely hard punished it. Okay, full hop drill. Nice grab. Really, really good. I'd like to see you be a little bit more active here. This is like potential kill. It's like, okay, he double jumps. It's like, well, he has to land. So you could have punished this landing. You were just slow. Yeah, like you could have reacted to the situation more quickly. I love the up smash idea. It beats everything he has coming down. Also, running shine here could have been really, really good. But yeah, you hesitate for a little bit too long. He rolls past, gets center, right? This is like reacting properly and not hesitating is so important because things like this happen. And do you die off this? Hopefully not. Yeah. But now you're in the corner at a much higher percent. Again, early side B onto the stage. Not a huge fan. Would have loved to see a shine stall as well. Make sure you're shine stalling kind of as often as possible. Here's the first instance we see of an up throw happening. At 70 plus especially, but almost all of the time, you want to just be SDIing up and away. Let me just show it on the controller really quickly. So you should just wiggle in between these top 3 coordinates. The north, northeast, and northwest. And then you just wiggle between those during the up throw. That will guarantee that you get hit by the lasers and that you're able to SDI them. SDIing the lasers is the way that you prevent any way from Falco getting an up throw combo on you. Maybe you know this at this point, but just sharing it for everybody. Especially after 70, he could have done short hop fair forward smash here, or this weak bear into shine back air, or up tilt into shine up B. He could have done a billion different things here after this thing. He chooses to nair, but like this could have been completely mitigated, and he wouldn't have been able to combo at all as long as you reacted correctly and had the correct counterplay prepared. But it just didn't seem like that was the case, which is okay. Just something to improve on. Another full hop aerial, limited again by your drift range as opposed to your dash, which is a little unfortunate. And see, he waits for the landing, up throw shine. And we see a combination. This sequence right here is a combination of everything, kind of except for the shielding, that has been going wrong this match. And you're keeping it close. Imagine if you add one layer of nuance where you start short hop nairing at him in moments where he thinks you're going to like drift forward back air, right? Like he thinks you're going to do this, so he does this back off laser, and you're like short hop nair just straight up kicks him in the face, by the way, and knocks him down at this percent. Then he's in the corner in knockdown at a percent where he can die. Like, you have to make those kinds of reads at some point, because I don't know if I've seen you short hop yet. If it wasn't in like a combo or something. And then, yeah, the mistake on the no DI on the up throw. Down smash, a little unfortunate as well. It's okay, though. Nice. I love the pressure you're getting in the corner. You've almost made a hit happen all the time off of your invincibility. I like that a lot. Side B from the ledge, he's done that already before, but you shouldn't really get hit by this unless you've committed to something that you shouldn't have right here. You should be able to react and get your shield up to this early side B while you're dash dancing here. So there's a couple times that make it decently obvious that you're not directly watching your opponent and reacting with like an option. You might have seen that he was doing the side B, but it was too late. And I don't know if you were too focused on like, okay, well, I whiffed my full hop nair, like trying to pressure him. So I'm just going to like dash dance. Oh, as soon as you thought that, the side B had already happened. It's like, no. You got to have like all these options built in. You got to have the spacing that you want to pressure the ledge already set up. You have to be prepared for this. Because this is just a shield, wave dash out of shield, grab, up throw, back air. He's back in the same position at a worse percent. He gets a read on you. Up there, shine. So the descending double jump nair here, a little unfortunate. So you have to think like, am I doing something my opponent can react to easily? And this is just like one of those situations where the answer is yes. Okay, just trying to see what happened here. Again, didn't make anything happen off of your power shield. The thing is, a lot of times you should just bank. You could do a short hop nair and it'll carry your momentum right here, and you just kick him in the face, by the way. But you actually hesitated again, and maybe you weren't certain that this power shield was actually going to work. So it's just really unfortunate. Again, you shield for essentially no reason. He doesn't approach. And instead of wave dashing back, playing the neutral game out, you just drift forward, nair, and then drift towards him. Now, here is an example, and it's actually happened a few times. I forgot that I was going to mention how the stage worked into things. Is that Falco can position around here, at like right around here, essentially where I'm circling, and be very safe from like full hop aerial because there's a short hop platform in the way, without being directly in the danger zone. He can also use short hop lasers here, and if you like running shine him or something, he doesn't just get sent off stage. He has the opportunity to like slide on the ground and then grab the ledge. So he is much safer on this stage positioning underneath the side platform, because at this point I would still consider this off center. I would not consider this danger zone or corner yet. This is kind of in the corner, and then this is the danger zone over here. And so since Falco can position right here, if you choose to drift forward aerial right here, he just chills, and then he whiff punishes, right? So you have to be very careful. This is I think the main reason this stage is so good for Falco against Fox in this matchup is because he's able to position himself off center, still be able to contest, back off when he needs to. Like there's a million ways that he can utilize this platform position in relation to the ledge that a lot of people don't really pay attention to, because being in the corner matters a lot, and people don't think of all of the applications for like how like hit interactions go when you actually hit somebody out of the air and in the corner or something like that. And again, the up throw, a little unfortunate. So this is now this is a real combination of everything we talked about. You run up shield, don't reposition, drift forward nair, up throw, you don't DI. Yeah, so this was a combination of the shield problem that we had, right? We're not repositioning when we do shield, because I do think that shielding is good, but you haven't conditioned him in any sort of way to feel like he has to just run up short hop rising aerial U, which is a real thing that you can condition Falcos to do, but there's no reason to. You're full hopping the whole time. There's no reason for him to just short hop aerial at you. So he's positioning, the stage counter pick is working against you. You didn't DI the up throw. Those are like literally the 4 things that have just gone wrong continuously over and over and over again. Which is, I want to, I talk about this all the time. It should be exciting. If you fix those 4 things, just 4 things, and they're easy to fix, wave dash out of shield more, counter pick to a different stage, which is, personal preference kind of, but I think there are a lot of ways that this stage especially worked against your playstyle. Let's see. When I say reposition out of shield more, yeah, use short hop aerials and running shines and run in shields more effectively and more often. I don't think I saw you short hop once, and that should be a sign to you that that's a problem. I know it's like a meme that Fox's full hop is just broken and there's no way to beat it, and like I have to hard read it all the time. Falco can react to your full hop. Falco can punish you really hard, and then SDI the lasers on the up throw. Make sure that you're DIing it correctly, and I showcased on my controller how you can do that. But yeah, you literally fixed those 4 things, and you kept it kind of close. This is like a high percent 2 stock. You win one more interaction, it's a 1 stock, and it's like, well, if you change just those 4 things, which are simple 4 things, you could do that easily. I give you a week, and you could play completely different than this at a much higher level. I promise you. If you just change those 4 things, you win this match, literally. Like, that's how simple it can be at the mid-level a lot of times. Because you're like players at this level, and I know that both of you are very good, but it's just not like top 50 level or whatever, right? Top 50 level players are in this period of refinement where it's like, okay, well, I have this really good game plan, but I need to execute it literally perfectly. And if I don't, I will die because people are punishing me so hard. So just pay attention to those things. If you have any clarifying questions, or if there's something that you don't think that I mentioned or didn't go over, or I didn't give you an option that like could have potentially helped you, feel free to reach out to me. You're always welcome to DM me. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, if you guys have questions, just anybody, you can put them in the comment section below. I'm going to be spending time replying to all of the comments if anybody has any questions on all of these Ginger Daily videos. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.